and 10. Newton. And incomplete to open things up.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Newton. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to go down again. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Well, this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. He'll buy some time right. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, Newton. And he rifles one incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Bull. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he is knocked down from the side. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. First down carry here for Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mario Addison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. On the ball. Let's go. Turn it up, baby. Turn it up. 20. Set. Mike 20.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56. Look at. Here we go. Over.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Looks to be right around the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Fresh set of downs here. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll drop the throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing on third down. Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. It's the Chiefs that have jumped out to the early lead against the Raiders. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. In not great starting field position here for the offense. They begin the drive with Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, Johnson. And some room to work. David Johnson on his way. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. From the gun, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break, Newton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he's able to get it back to the 33. 33-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they're known as the no-fly zone.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Here we go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
2nd down following the run. They go to Johnson again. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. On the ground, this is Johnson. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah. Every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On second down, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Back to throw. It's caught left side by John Brown. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Panthers have recovered. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Third and long, it's Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Peterson. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Patriot! Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
They try the left side with Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll set up to throw. And able to find John Brown. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
All right, here we go. Green, 39! Over! Leopard! Go!
Defense showing blitz.
All right, here we go. Over! No, check. Patriot, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Man, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw on second down is Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. On first down, it's Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Johnson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Cardinals on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On third down, Johnson. And some room to maneuver. Boom! And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Panthers on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and a mile. The tight end Olsen in motion. Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And Gano's kick is right through. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. And the Bears have scored to add on to their lead in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Now to return, this is David Johnson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop him with 1 second to go in this game.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changed everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Now that was an excellent return to start overtime. So do they get crazy and attack the end zone and try and get the 6 points to end the game? Or do you just play it to where you kick the field goal and put the game in the hands of your defense?
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.